10 habits to build self-discipline. Self-discipline means taking ownership of your mind and controlling it accordingly. Self-discipline can be very difficult at times, and people struggling maintaining it. So today, I'm going to share you some free tips and tricks that can help you maintain discipline in your life. But before jumping further into the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Mindset Madness, and give thumbs up if you like it. Let's have a look. Number 1. Reducing screen time. Reducing screen time may sound like your mom scolding you, but this is the very first thing that you need to do to build self-discipline in your life. While going through those funny memes or having a fun chat with a friend online, we don't realize how much time and energy we are wasting on something that will never benefit us. Social media is good to have some fun occasionally, as it is also a part of life, but using the phone all day long is something alarming. Now the question arises, how can we make it possible? Number 1. Set up a wallpaper saying something that motivates you. Something that makes you feel guilty for having excessive screen time. Number 2. Restrict the usage of social media apps by putting your phone on quiet mode option. Number 3. Do not charge your mobile phone. I know it's weird, but trust me on this one. Having no charging in your phone will directly make you not use it. And if none of these works out, then think of those 50 shades of dark circles under your eyes that make you look like a raccoon. Number 2. Changing your perspective. Your mind plays do or die with your life. If you take control over your mind, you will be able to survive. If not, then you will die every minute you live. Whenever you think of something or someone, your mind automatically focuses on how blessed they are and makes you feel low, which makes you lose your mind too and destroys your discipline and even your life in some cases. But you should train your mind to think that everything in this universe has got pros and cons. Every story has got positive and negative sides. If someone owns a restaurant, then he must have gone through all the struggles and criticism that you are going through now. The thing which should catch your attention should be the failures they turn into success, the diligence, and the days they have spent without their family or some other sacrifices that they have made to be there. And in some cases, we can't see the struggles of the other person. But trust me, there is no single person on the earth who is all happy and do not struggle with anything. Change the way you think. It will change your life. You can do that by embracing gratitude. If you are able to read this, thank your God. If you are able to see the colors around you, say thanks. If you are able to walk, thank God. These little gestures will make you see the beauty around you. Number 3. Have a self-growth plan. Planning has always been an efficient key to reaching any goal. We always plan before cooking anything. We always plan the subjects for studies. Robbers always have a plan before the robbery. Every little thing in our life requires a logical plan to accomplish any goal. And in order to maintain discipline in your life, you need to make a plan, a self-growth plan. And no need to worry, I'm here to give you free tips. First of all, remove all the distractions. Start working on all the things that make you less productive. It may include your phone, your friends, or even junk food. Secondly, observe your bad habits and change them. If you drive very fast or you bite your nail, or if you're a night owl, change yourself. Start working on it gradually. For instance, if you binge eat a lot and you usually take 10 packets of biscuits and chips at night, then try taking 9 packets, and then after a few days, try taking 8 and reduce it gradually to a normal or minimum amount. These little changes will make you a whole different person. This plan may vary from person to person according to the area where they need to grow. And at last, do remember to be in high spirits and appreciate the little things in your life. Number 4. Keep a room for mistakes. When was the last time you made a mistake? Right now, you've mistakenly ignored the spelling of the mistake, lol. But here we are talking about the mistakes which we make in our everyday life. Some people may think that being a dropout of college or getting fired from the office are the only real and major mistakes, but in reality, mistakes can be very little. If you're not giving yourself enough space to make a mistake, there's a high chance that you will throw your frustration of making mistakes on yourself and others, which can make you do more mistakes. The thing which matters is acceptance. Mistakes have also been a ladder for a successful future. In order to own a bungalow or lead a luxurious life, you must have to go through those mistakes. But you still can't learn anything from a mistake until you admit you've made it. Saying sorry may be difficult for some people, but it's far better than blaming others and getting into a whole new problem. Also, by blaming others, you can't learn from the mistake that you make. Analyze your mistakes and try to reframe them. If you'll get scared from mistakes or from certain situations, then you'll never be able to try out the different and interesting things in your life. Number 5. Proper routine. You might be a student or an adult and may be thinking of a proper routine as a very childish thing, but you might not know that proper routine is not only beneficial for maintaining the self-discipline, but but it also promotes positive self-care habits and mental well-being. Waking up early, then having a fresh lemon juice, doing some exercise in the morning, and then having a healthy breakfast may be difficult for some of you, and so for me, but having some positive changes in your routine is what you need. You can't be a leader if you wake up at 12 or 1 in the morning, and you can't be a billionaire if you are on your mobile phone every time. You can't be a boss if you party all night. You must need to sacrifice your comfort to achieve your desired goal. Replace those bad habits by taking some steps. For example, turning off Netflix at a set time, making healthy fresh dinners every night, putting your phone in a different room, eating the same food 4 times a week to lose weight, and everything you need to groom and flourish yourself. Let me give you a tip. Adding mindset madness can help you motivate to attain your goals. Number 6, stay committed. Commitments are influential. Commitments play a great role in how you think or act. It proves that how much you are sincere with yourself and your goals. I know it's easy to say stay committed, but in practical life it can be difficult because life always comes up with different challenges at every stage, and staying committed even when things get tough is difficult because people around you make it worse for you, or sometimes it's something within us. To deal with this evil inside and around us, we immediately need to do something effective. Revise your goals frequently because it's not a one-time sort of deal. If you keep revisiting them, you are less likely to be wandered. Another thing that will keep you motivated in the whole journey is giving yourself a reward. Every time you reach a milestone, give yourself a treat or celebrate. Acknowledging your progress and appreciating it will motivate you to do more in the future. Read out loud your goals whenever you go shower, or you can do it right now. Pause the video and do it, but make sure your neighbors don't get irritated. Number 7, focus on what's important. There might be lots of things going on in your mind at one time. One person might be thinking about the future, and another might be tired of the present. Someone might be thinking of new and creative ideas, and other can be tired of themselves. But when it comes to a disciplined man, he always thinks and focuses on learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making, because he knows that focus is the direct way to reach the objective. Focusing on only one unproductive thing can be stressful sometimes, and especially when there are lots of things going on in your surroundings. Make it possible by following my guidelines, and don't worry, I won't charge anything for that. Focus on a single task at a time, but should be a useful and productive one, and not something that can further put you down. It will fool your mind, and you will not be burdened. Consider it as focus is the driver and your life is the car. If the driver lost their way, then the car is definitely going to suffer accidents. And in order to avoid the accidents, the driver will keep in mind it's a way, and so is your life. Number 8, embrace the change. A positive change helps to make you a better version of yourself. And especially in this era, change is the only way for the survival. You won't be able to live until and unless you learn the terms and conditions of today's world. Going through everyday life, I know some people personally who want to change themselves as a person, but are hesitant about the changes and are not ready to come out of their comfort zone. They always think of the things that do not matter at all, such as how are others going to react on it. And if you want to be disciplined in your life, or even you want to lead a peaceful life, you need to embrace the change. Start working it right now. Think of something different from your normal routine, and do it without any second thought. And if someone around you starts mocking you, start mocking yourself. Laugh at yourself. Make fun of yourself. It will make the other person feel like none of their tools is working on you, and they will gradually stop doing that so. Number 9, think productive. As human beings, we all possess thoughts. Now the thoughts vary from person to person, but being a self-disciplined person, you need to replace your negative thoughts with productive thoughts. Productive thinking is basically something that can benefit you in many ways. Thinking productive is directly proportional to satisfactory and peaceful life. Your thoughts and decisions can make a huge difference in your life, personally and professionally. Now the point is, how can we think productive? Don't focus on problems. Don't go like, I have so many things to do. Replace it with, what should my strategy to do that so? Notice that the first sentence is completely different from the other, and that's exactly how you should fool your mind, so that it thinks productive instead of thinking negative and additional. Your approach towards life should always be solution-focused and not problem-focused. Number 10, reinvent yourself. God has already created you as you are right now, but now it's time for you to reframe or reinvent yourself. It's a fact that none of us are perfect, but we can still manage to change something that is in our hands, and that is our mind. If you'll learn to take control over your mind, you'll feel like your mind is like a newborn kid. But if you let your mind control you, it can become a cruel landlord. Reinvention can only happen if you are willing to follow the instructions that I have shared with you earlier. It may take a very long time for some of you because change is never easy, but once you'll meet the new you, you'll forget all the struggles, all the difficulties you've gone through. The results will blow your mind. Aside from all the other things, it's important for you to stay calm and enjoy every moment you live. It's now time to say goodbye to all of you, but we'll be here soon with another interesting video to have your back. Stay kind and blessed.